What if I told you that Justin Bieber may have just accidentally exposed what could be the real reason his marriage to Hailey is allegedly falling apart? While everyone's been focused on his viral standing on business moment, sources suggest the pop star has been hiding something much darker. His brand new album doesn't just contain catchy beats and celebrity features. It's reportedly a desperate cry for help, allegedly revealing shocking details about fights with his wife, questionable relationships with female rappers, and what appears to be a financial crisis so severe that he's now charging fans $160 for basic hoodies just to stay afloat. But here's what nobody's talking about. The lyrics aren't just about general relationship problems. They're specifically about Hailey threatening to leave him and Justin allegedly begging her to stay. We're talking about a man who once had the world at his feet, now seemingly so desperate to save his marriage that he's putting their most private moments on public display. And that's just the beginning of what this album appears to reveal about the real Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber just dropped his most revealing album yet, and the lyrics appear to be exposing serious cracks in his marriage to Hailey. While everyone's talking about his viral standing on business moment.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
The real story seems to be buried in tracks where he's allegedly begging his wife not to leave him. But that's just the beginning of what this album appears to reveal about their relationship, his controversial new friendships, and what looks like a desperate money grab that has fans questioning everything. The most shocking revelation, allegedly, comes from Bieber's track, Walking Away, where he seemingly pleads with Hailey to stay with him. He sings about how days go by fast and he doesn't want to spend them fighting, then drops what appears to be a bombshell. Tell me why you're throwing stones at my back. You know I'm defenseless. This doesn't sound like the language of a happy marriage. This seems like someone who feels constantly under attack from their own spouse. The apparent desperation becomes even more obvious when he promises, "Baby, I ain't walking away. You were my diamond, gave you a ring. I made you a promise. I told you I'd change." What makes this even more concerning is how Hailey reportedly responded to the album announcement. Instead of showing support like a loving wife might, she allegedly posted on Instagram calling people effing losers for finally understanding Justin's message. The apparent aggression in her response seems telling. This doesn't sound like someone celebrating their husband's artistic achievement. It appears to be someone who's been caught off guard by how much he revealed about their private struggles. The lyrics get darker when Justin admits they've supposedly been holding back from saying things that could destroy their relationship entirely. He confesses, "We better stop before we say some stuff. We've been testing our patience." This suggests they may both be walking on eggshells, apparently afraid that one wrong word could end everything. For a couple that's allegedly been spending massive amounts on PR to convince everyone they're perfectly happy, these admissions seem devastating. Remember when Justin had that viral confrontation with paparazzi outside a restaurant, telling them, "It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business"? Everyone mocked him for the awkward phrasing, but Justin apparently turned that embarrassment into album gold. He not only included what appears to be the actual audio from that incident in his track, Standing on Business.
It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
But he's now reportedly using the phrase on billboards and merchandise. What seemed like a public meltdown has allegedly become his comeback anthem. The move to bring comedian Drusky onto multiple tracks appears to validate this transformation. Drusky appears on Therapy Session and Standing on Business, seemingly giving Justin permission to embrace this new persona. But Drusky's comments on the album have allegedly sparked their own controversy, reportedly telling Justin, "Your soul is black, your skin is white, but your soul is black." While some fans apparently loved the authenticity, others questioned whether this was appropriate territory for a white Canadian artist to explore. This collaboration seems to represent something deeper than just music. It appears to be Justin desperately trying to reconnect with the culture that made him famous. After years of allegedly being seen as disconnected from his roots, working with Drusky seems like an attempt to prove he still belongs in hip-hop spaces. The fact that he's apparently willing to include such controversial commentary suggests how badly he may want that credibility back. But the real controversy allegedly exploded when footage surfaced of Justin getting what appeared to be extremely close with rapper Sexy Red in the studio. The videos seemed to show them being physically affectionate in ways that had fans questioning what was really happening between them. Justin was reportedly seen kissing her cheek, holding her close, and acting more animated than he'd been in years. For a married man with a newborn baby, the optics appeared problematic. Justin allegedly tried to defend the friendship by posting, "Love you, friend, faded in this video, so don't judge." But that explanation only seemed to make things worse. Admitting he was supposedly under the influence while being intimate with another woman isn't exactly the defense a married man should be making. Sexy Y Red reportedly jumped to his defense, claiming they were just friends making music about their significant others, but the damage appeared to be done. What seems particularly telling is how different Justin allegedly acts around Sexy I Red compared to how he appears with Hailey. In every video with Sexy I, he appears to be laughing, relaxed, and genuinely happy. Compare that to recent paparazzi shots with his wife, where he often seems tense and uncomfortable. Fans have reportedly noticed this stark difference, with many commenting that Sexy Red appears to bring out a version of Justin they haven't seen in years. The collaboration with Sexy Red doesn't just seem to be about music. It appears to represent Justin finding someone who accepts him without trying to change him. While his marriage seems built on what may be Hailey's demands for him to transform into someone else, Sexy Red allegedly celebrates exactly who he is right now. That kind of apparent unconditional acceptance could be intoxicating for someone who's been constantly criticized at home. Behind all this drama appears to be a massive financial crisis that may explain Justin's desperate need for this album to succeed. His relationship with longtime manager Scooter Braun allegedly completely imploded over money, with Justin reportedly owing approximately $8 million from a larger loan. The financial dispute supposedly got so ugly that they had to completely sever their professional relationship, leaving Justin scrambling to rebuild his career independently. This apparent money pressure may explain the rushed nature of this album release and why Justin simultaneously launched his overpriced Skylark clothing line. A basic zip-up hoodie costs $160, tank tops are $60, and simple beanies are $40. These don't appear to be luxury prices for luxury items. This seems like desperation pricing from someone who may need cash immediately. Fans who were excited to support Justin's new venture were reportedly shocked by the astronomical costs for basic streetwear. The Skylark pricing strategy appears to reveal just how disconnected Justin may have become from his fan base. Charging $200 for sunglasses and $180 for basic shoes seems to show someone who's forgotten that his core audience consists of young people without disposable income for overpriced merchandise. This doesn't appear to be building a sustainable brand. It seems like extracting maximum profit from loyal fans before they realize they're being exploited. What makes the pricing seem even more questionable is the apparent quality of the designs. These don't appear to be innovative or particularly stylish pieces. They seem to be basic items with minimal branding being sold at premium prices. Justin appears to believe his name alone justifies charging luxury prices for average products, which suggests he may be completely out of touch with market reality. The timing of launching an expensive clothing line while releasing an album about alleged financial struggles and marriage problems seems to send mixed messages to fans. If Justin is really going through such difficult times, why does it appear he's trying to profit off his supporters with overpriced merchandise? It seems exploitative rather than authentic. As if the alleged marriage drama and money problems weren't enough, Justin's album rollout has reportedly reignited the toxic fan war between his supporters and Selena Gomez's fan base. Fans are allegedly analyzing every piece of album artwork, looking for hidden references to his ex-girlfriend and comparing his promotional strategy to Selena's recent projects with Benny Blanco. The obsession has reportedly reached unhealthy levels, with both sides making wild accusations and conspiracy theories. The fan war seems to represent everything problematic about celebrity culture today. Instead of focusing on Justin's music or artistic growth, social media has allegedly become a battlefield where grown adults argue about decade-old relationships. Justin's fans are reportedly convinced he's sending subliminal messages to Selena, while her supporters claim he's copying her aesthetic choices. The reality is probably much simpler. Justin appears to be just trying to promote his album using standard industry practices. What seems particularly unfortunate is how this fan war affects the actual people involved. Selena has apparently moved on with her life and career, but she's constantly dragged back into Justin drama by obsessive fans who refuse to let their relationship stay in the past. Similarly, Hailey reportedly faces constant comparison to Justin's ex, which can't be healthy for any marriage already under strain. The most concerning aspect appears to be how fans use these celebrities' personal lives as entertainment, treating real human emotions and relationships like a soap opera they can influence through social media campaigns. This level of parasocial investment seems unhealthy for everyone involved and may contribute to the mental health struggles many celebrities face. So what does all this really mean for Justin Bieber's future? The album appears to reveal a man desperately trying to save his marriage while simultaneously finding comfort in friendships that may threaten that same relationship. His alleged financial pressures seem to be forcing him to make questionable business decisions that could damage his long-term brand, and his apparent inability to escape past relationships continues to create unnecessary drama that overshadows his artistic achievements. The most telling sign might be how different Justin appears when he's away from his wife versus when they're together. Every candid moment with friends seems to show someone who's genuinely happy and relaxed, while public appearances with Hailey often appear forced and uncomfortable. If the marriage is really as solid as their PR team claims, why does Justin seem so much more himself when she's not around? The album's success will ultimately determine whether this was a smart career move or a desperate mistake. If Swag performs well commercially, Justin might have bought himself time to figure out his personal and financial problems. But if it flops, he could be left with an expensive clothing line nobody wants and a marriage that's been publicly exposed as troubled. Either way, this seems like a make-or-break moment for someone who was once the biggest pop star in the world. What appears most unfortunate is watching someone who had everything slowly lose control of their life in real time. Justin's talent has never been in question, but his decision-making seems to have become increasingly erratic. Whether it's getting too close to female collaborators, launching overpriced merchandise, or revealing too much about his marriage problems, every choice appears designed to create more drama rather than solve existing problems. At some point, he'll need to decide what's more important, his career, his marriage, or his happiness. Based on this album, it seems like he's still trying to figure that out himself.